Who is Gary Vaynerchuk in real life? What is his real face? We will get to know in this video. Hi guys, I am Shariq Fazil Ahamed. Before we go to the actual content of this video, I would like to tell you that in this channel, we add 2 to 3 videos every single week, and this channel is dedicated to add value to your life, right? We don't post entertainment stuff. This will be only to help you grow and improve your lifestyle, and I hope you like it. If you like this video or the other videos from this channel, consider subscribing and sharing with your friends. Now then, to the actual content of this topic, of this video. Gary Vaynerchuk, the man who has blew the minds of millions of people, right? We all know the kind of man he is on the videos on social media, about how engaging he is, how he posts some inspiring stuff. I was a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk, and I'm sure you also are a fan of Gary Vaynerchuk if you're watching this video. But I had this opportunity to meet and to witness GaryVee in person at Sharjah, which is a big entrepreneurship festival at Sharjah, and he came to UAE, United Arab Emirates, for the first time ever. And what did I see in that event? I will show you with proof as to what kind of a person is GaryVee in real life. Let's watch it. Initially, we will start with his entrance inside the huge arena, and he first visits the book stall wherein his books, Crushing It, is being displayed and is kept for sale, and it was priced 100 dirhams per book, and many books were sold after his speech. But now we are seeing his entrance video when he came, and there were like people already surrounding him and taking selfies, and he was cool, he was smiling, he was having an inviting face, he was having a cheerful face to the people who met him and to the people who are taking selfies to him. Of course, it is expected because he has just walked inside the hall.
You should definitely buy it. It's a good deal.
Walk with us, walk with us, walk with us, walk with us, walk with us.
What up, everyone?
Thank you. We're entering the meeting over there where you're going to be speaking.
Okay.
Guys, you're making it difficult to walk, please.
Can you say my name? Shariq is it?
Shariq is it. What's up, baby?
Now then, GaryVee walks up to the stage. He's going towards the stage, and then there was a huge big introduction for him, and as he walked onto the stage, there were people cheering out GaryVee. You know, those loud cheers was there. And then when the crowd went silent, there was a guy who shouted, "I love you, GaryVee." And you know what he did? He replied back, "I love you too, bro." And it's normal, like many celebs do it. And after that, he didn't carry on with the excitement of the crowd. He didn't carry on with his fan moment. You know, he had millions of fans over there. He didn't go on with this. He was just getting excited over the content that he was about to deliver, and he started his speech with saying this: "I have so much to tell you people that I will jump right through the content." I'll show the video.
It's GaryVee, guys.
Chairman of VaynerX, the one and only Gary Vaynerchuk.
Whoa!
Raise the roof.
GaryVee! GaryVee! GaryVee!
Thank you. I love you very much. Sharjah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Whoa! Whoa!
There are so many things that I want to cover in this time, so let's just get right into it. A couple things. When you grow up the way I did, and for a lot of people in this room that don't know, I'll give you the 1-minute version because so much of the energy I'm feeling here today across the UAE, and specifically at this event and on social with my interactions, is I was born in the former Soviet Union, and then I came to the United States when I was 3 years old.
Now to stop you here, This was an entrepreneurship festival. He was a serious entrepreneur. He is a serial entrepreneur. You all know about GaryVee, but this guy speaks practicality. You know why I love him? Because he speaks practicality to his followers. He was at an entrepreneurship festival and he said how not everyone in the room can become an entrepreneur. You can watch this video and you can realize that this guy speaks practical shit, and that is why millions of people love him.
And events like this and movements like this don't excite me as much as most people think. I, of course, am a student, a product, and a humongous advocate of entrepreneurship. However, that is completely secondary to my passion around self-awareness and happiness. It is my great concern that the framework, the world that has put me on a pedestal, entrepreneurship, is going to blind some of you in this room who are actually unbelievably capable to be a number 2, a number 3, a number 7 within an organization, but believe in the hype that the only way to win, or more importantly, what's cool now, is to be a founder. I encourage every single person here who has the stomach and the mindset for entrepreneurship. But I implore you, if you take anything from my keynote today, please go home and look yourself in the mirror and start having unbelievably honest conversations with yourself about who you are versus who you wish you were. Today, entrepreneurship in 2018, 2019, across the world is put on a pedestal. I promise you, today, I walk into an event like this and everybody wants a selfie and I get treated this way and it's unbelievable. But I promise you, as I stand here, I am very mentally prepared for 2027 when the global economy collapses and I start getting blamed for teaching or telling you to do entrepreneurship when your startup failed. For me, this is my life. When it wasn't cool, now while it's cool, and in a decade when it won't be cool again. I want that for you, because when you do what you were meant to do, when you're able to put 2 fingers in your ears and hear nothing, not the hate or the negativity, but equally not the admiration and the accolades, you're playing within yourself.
Now, he had different things going on. He made people stand up and, variation of the speech, which will be eventually uploaded in his channel or Shaja F channel. I thank you, Shaja F, for this amazing opportunity, but I would like to show you few videos which I personally took on that day.
Stand up if you were actually bothered by somebody calling you. Stand up. Tell the truth. Just look around. Everybody look around. This was the most common way we talked 6 years ago. Please sit. We would now literally, if somebody calls you, you look at it and you're like, hello, Mom, why are you calling me? Of what their parents want them to do versus what you want to do. This, who is right? And the reason you're wooing and the reason that I'm most fascinated is I'm fascinated by watching parents parent their children in the exact way that they hated their parents parented them. It's remarkable to watch. You would think somebody who was forced to go to university and become a doctor, lawyer, engineer, banker, all that pain and anguish that those years created, you would think that they were capable of not repeating it. But the problem is, the great insight of my life is how many parents parent their children only and 100% based on what other parents think about their children. This is the most important topic in this region. In a world specifically to this region where there is so much opportunity, the paradigm shift that is needed is one on the parenting level to create the freedom for children to be able to become happy, not check the box of what they're supposed to do.
Now, after his speech, just imagine a guy who came late with so many people surrounding him. Not late actually, he came on time, but so many people surrounding him, and he had just given a talk for 40-45 minutes without a single drop of water entering his mouth, and he just like walked away. There were already people, and half of the hall left after his speech. You know where they left? They went with him, and he met the press, he signed the books, and I was one of the winners from the Arabic GaryVee team, and unfortunately I was dumb to stand in the huge queue over there where people actually bought the books and stood there. So I thought I should also stand in this line, whereas the winners had a chance to meet GaryVee in person. I lost it. Dumb guy. Well, so after he met there, he came over here. There were literally around 300-400 people standing in the queue to get the book signed. And GaryVee came after about 45 minutes after his speech, right? So people are standing in the queue, and he just came over, and you can see in this video how he shouts like, "I'm gonna sign every single book of yours." Watch it.
I want to sign every book.
So cool. The next videos will show you about how he reacted to his fans. Mind you, the security were always trying to push people because there were so many people with the books to get it signed. They were all saying like, just get the book signed and leave it, don't take selfies, don't take videos. But he was kind. He asked people, how are you doing? Yes, he listened to them, right? When they spoke to him, he listened to them. Even though he had a lot of people surrounding him, talking to him, he listened to the person who was in front. And that was a very genuine reaction that he had, which made me love him more and more.
Ready?
Because then everyone can get it, and otherwise we can't.
Guys,
Good to see you, bro.
hey man, I'm doing Nico. If you need anything,
Thank you, bro. Send me an email and say, the guy brought up your e-comment, email.
Gary, I love you, man. I love you so much, Gary. Thank you so much.
So after this is done, I got the actual book of mine, which is written Shariq Heart and GaryVee. His signature. I would like to show you the book. Yes, it's jab, 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 right hook from Gary Vaynerchuk. Can you see this? Can you see this book? Yeah. And you want to see what he did? Shariq Heart and GaryVee's signature. This is amazing. And I've just started reading this book. This is mind-blowing, just like the way he talks. And yes, you can see after he signed his book, he was walking away, and I met CHO, the Chief Heart Officer of VaynerMedia, who is closely working with GaryVee, and I wanted her views on how GaryVee is in real life, right? So I asked her about it, and she also told her views on Gary Vaynerchuk for you.
Hi guys, I am Shariq Fazil Ahamed. Right now I'm with Claudie. She's the Chief Heart Officer of GaryVee's team, and let us ask her how does she feel working with GaryVee and what kind of a person is he in real life.
He's the most inspirational guy. He's my mentor. I love being around him. He's full of positivity, and he's full of smarts and heart.
Thank you so much, Claudie, and thank you so much for this amazing work. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Perfect. Now that he's walking outside of the hall, there are people who are following him, taking selfies, and this guy is still kind enough. I am done, right? My energy level is low. It has hit the bottom. I was drained. I didn't want to stand there for a moment more, but just because GaryVee was there, I was there. I had mentally decided that right after GaryVee is going, I'm going to leave the hall too, right? So GaryVee is walking outside of the hall. I'm following him. There are people following him, taking selfies. But I'm more focused towards GaryVee and the way he's reacting with people, because he's kind, man. He doesn't act like he's a big shot. He doesn't act like he's a popular guy. And he always wears this simple t-shirt, you know. Classic.
Yeah, you want a picture?
I'm taking a video. Don't go inside, okay?
He wants to ask you a question.
Finally, I witnessed GaryVee's, that inspiring on the way talks, which he answers to people. There was a guy who ran into GaryVee and said, I have this one question. Please. The securities were like pushing him, but GaryVee said, ask it out. He asked something and GaryVee replied to him in the same amazing manner, which you have to witness it yourself.
Trying to convince somebody I couldn't convince, and I found the 3 people that I could convince, and that's how the company started. Too many people are passionate about convincing people. I said on stage, I don't give a shit about convincing people.
You have a big personal brand, so that
But I did it. But I did it.
You're amazing, man.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Gary.
Gary,
Thank you.
thank you.
Finally, one incident, when he went towards his car, there was a woman who shouted, "GaryVee, please, it's one selfie with you, I want to hug you once." And the securities were already pushing everyone out because we cannot go near his car, right? And then GaryVee said, "Get that woman," right? She came towards him, she hugged him, and she took a selfie, and she was incredibly happy, and people were all already shouting out, "GaryVee, we love you for the way you are, man. You are the best human out there. You don't act so mighty, you know? You are the best inspiration." People are already shouting, "Love you, GaryVee," because it was for the way he is as a person. And he went inside the car, and we ran across the car and the place where he was sitting, like near the window. Me and another guy, we went to take selfies, and this guy lowered his window. The securities were on the other door side, right? And this guy lowered his window and he said, like, "Take selfies soon before these securities come and kill you guys," yeah? So we took selfies, and this guy was charming as shit, and he was always smiling. And I cannot believe that a person who is a celebrity, surrounded by so many people, and has this energy drained after 45 minutes of speech, right? No matter how much you eat or drink after speech, you will have your energy drained. You need time to restore it, because I've given a lot of talks before, and GaryVee didn't even eat anything. He just drank a bottle because I was following him. And this guy is smiling, he's charming. He said in his talk that if you have few people following you, you need to respect it, you need to engage with them, you need to give value to them, only then they will stay, right? And this guy gives utmost value to all his followers. And I am a proud, huge fan, and I respect GaryVee more than I love him right now, because I witnessed him in real life, and he is real as shit. The way he talks in the video, he is in real life.
I've got this guy that would like to interview you, and Gary was phenomenal about it. He put me in touch with his assistant, and 3 months later I was in his office in New York, and we were recording a podcast.
What did you learn from that interview? He can be very game-changing.
He's remarkable. Yeah. What I learned is he's incredibly real and authentic, that he was exactly the same in that interview and in his office as he is on social media. There was nothing different. I mean, he is who he is. He's extremely present. I mean, we only had 30 minutes, which I respected. I mean, he's got a full plate, but that 30 minutes, he never looked at his watch once. He made great eye contact. He was dialed in. You would have thought he and I were friends for a decade with the attention that he gave. He didn't give blanket cookie cutter answers. Everything I was asking him, he was very specific about, and was very involved in it. And the moment the clock struck at the 30-minute mark, then he left and he moved on, which was fine. But I was amazed at how present he was, and because there's plenty of people way more important than me that he could have been spending his 30 minutes with. So the fact that he, invested 30 minutes with me and stayed present, and at the very least acted like he cared, was really awesome.
So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you had an amazing time seeing the real face of GaryVee. And if you like this video, share this with your friends and subscribe this channel. We have 2 to 3 videos coming every week, and this is the only exception. The other videos will be all related to self-improvement and adding value to your life. And I hope to catch you once again in 2 to 3 days. So cheers, Shariq Fazil Ahamed.